Hi, my name's Andrew Payne and I'm on a mission to create decisive and resilient communities of people. I want to be part of a generation that drastically reduces our national suicide statistics. I want to be part of a generation that raises groups of healthy, happy young men. And I want to be part of a generation where psychological safety is just the norm in our workspaces, regardless of your field, regardless of your discipline, that we know what psychological safety is and we know how to implement it. I talk about men's mental health. Why are men and boys struggling? And what are we going to do about it? What about fatherhood in the 21st century? What about masculinity? What about gender bias? I talk about burnout. What is burnout? What are the triggers of burnout? And how do we look after one another in our working spaces? And how do we look after ourselves in our own homes and spaces and make better decisions for ourselves? I talk about imposter syndrome. There are actually two types of imposter syndrome to be mindful of if we're serious about tackling it. So what are those two types of imposter syndrome? How do we tackle it? And as part of that talk, how do you deal with negative feedback? When it's hit you for six, there's no sugarcoating, there's no silver lining. What do you do with that so that it develops you, it doesn't demoralize you? And I talk about challenging conversations. Whether you refer to them as challenging conversations, difficult conversations, courageous conversations, they're not easy. So how do you prepare for them? How do you implement them so that you get the very best possible outcome? And I talk about decision-making and mastery of time. So if you're looking for an inspirational content speaker to share usable, practical strategies that your teams can use today, then get in contact and let's talk.